Hey guys, it's Waymo Pagan. Today I know I made a few videos on PNES, which I've got some pretty good hits on. It's not about hits for me or views. As long as this gets to reach one person, that's great. I have done a lot of videos on PTSD. I mean PNES seizures. But today, below, I have listed everything that you need to know, a lot of good information, some videos on what to do. Now, an epileptic seizure is and I'm not a doctor, by the way, and I do not know everything, so don't take this as I'm a doctor. An epileptic seizure is basically a misfire in the brain of electrons. There are many different types of seizures, and there are many different types of causes of seizures, such as drinking too much, medication can cause it, heat stroke, a lot of different things. Flashing lights can trigger it. A person with epilepsy can have a smell before it happens. And I've covered a lot about my PNES videos, so if you want to go down and watch my PNES videos, it's under the mental health playlist. The difference between the two is very similar. A PNES seizure, which is psychogenic non-epileptic, is that it mimics epilepsy. Now, both people struggle with this. Epileptic patients, if I got this right, I didn't take my notes, there's about 50 million some people worldwide that suffer from epilepsy. Below my stats are, so I could be misunderstood what my facts said. And about 30% of people that go in for a study of epilepsy wind up having non-epileptic seizures. Non-epileptic seizures can be caused by trauma. Severe trauma, mainly when someone has a non-epileptic seizure, it is from PTSD of some sort. It's some kind of trigger in your brain for PNES seizures. That's its way of dealing with stress or severe events. Your brain will just go into a seizure. Now, how to deal with someone that's having a seizure, it does not matter what type of seizure they have. They are, again, very common looking if you just look at one person without knowing the difference between an epileptic seizure and how they look and how a PNES seizure looks. Below, I have linked a video of a person having an epileptic seizure event and a person that has PNES, a non-epileptic seizure event. Now, if you watch those two videos, you can see the difference between the two. And it's very clear once you watch them. Now, I have, like I said, the non-epileptic. Now, a couple of days ago, I had one in the middle of Market Street, which is the major. I had two in the middle of Market Street. Which it is very dangerous. The only thing is that when you have it, and it's really hard to tell, like most people are going to die 911 if a person's outside by themselves and they have a seizure because they don't know the difference, and a seizure is a seizure. The only thing is epileptic seizures are caused by misfiring of the brain, and it eventually does harm the brain. That's why with epileptic seizures, you want to call within 5 minutes. If they go 5 minutes, call 911. Most people call it right away anyhow. But if someone has a PNES seizure, they can go for a long time, depending on how long they last. Mine used to last over 5 minutes. The longest one I ever had was 16 minutes. And they do not cause harm to the brain. So if you're with someone and you know they have a PNES seizure, and you can look at the different signs, I think it'd be very helpful for you to look at those 2 videos. You will definitely see the difference. Now, a person with PNES seizures is not aware, just like someone with epileptic, these 2 right here, both of them, do not know what's going on. But they can hear you, but they will not remember. Now, the main seizures I am discussing here, so we don't get confused, is the classic tonic-clonic seizure, also known as grand mal. That's the one I'm referring to. So a person with that, how you want to support a person, it doesn't matter what kind of seizure it is you want to get them on their side. That way, if they throw up or something that can happen, they won't choke on their throw up. Do not put anything in their mouth. That is a myth that has been disproven. And do not try to put your fingers in the mouth because you can get bitten. And all you can basically do is write it out, except for what I said, epileptic ones. If the person has a seizure, an epileptic seizure, and it is back to back, there's definitely something wrong. If a PNES person has a seizure back to back, that basically does not really need anything. And also with both seizure types, a person can wet themselves, a person can pass the bowels, everything basically goes because the person has no control of what's going on in the body. The brain is just focusing totally on trying to control the body within shakes, of grand mal epileptic seizures. And they, like I said, they very mimic so well. Now, when a person wakes up from a seizure, this is both, they have the fight or flight response, which means either they're going to wake up and be very scared, they're going to want to leave the area. All you can do is calm them down, hold them, do what you can. And another way that a person may react, not out of anger, but out of fight response, is they may try to hit you. Now, it is not their fault if they try that, because they're postdictal. Now, postdictal is about when a person is after a seizure effect. Now, this postdictal phase can last from anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes. 5 to 15 minutes. And all you can do is keep asking the person questions. Now, if a person has their eyes closed after a seizure, you want to try to talk to them about opening their eyes so you can ask them questions. This person is going to be very tired. They're not going to know what's going on. They're going to be slurred speech. So between that, there's really nothing else you can really do for someone with a seizure disorder. Like I said about the epileptics are different from the PTSD. If a person's alone, they're probably going to go to the hospital. Like me, for example, I've had so many out in public that the EMTs know me and the police know me in this town. Not that I'm doing a lot of misunderstanding is that a person with PNES seizures is doing this for attention. No, that is not true at all. They used to be called pseudo-seizures, which is Greek word for mimic. And many people think pseudo means fake. It is not fake, it is mimic. And the only way you can tell between an epileptic seizure and a non-epileptic seizure without a professional knowing what it is, not even EMTs really know what it is. I mean, the experienced EMTs like the ones around here know me. but they would probably still take me in if I didn't have my health aides around. Fortunately, I have health aides, so they're able to help me out. Some people that have epileptic seizures uncontrolled don't have that kind of help, and it's kind of dangerous for them to be around the house alone. But that person will come to it, hopefully, they're not harmed. And basically, that's all I can think of, is just keep the person on them sides. Don't make sure they bang their head. Put something, if you can grab something, put it under their head, or just try to hold their head still. Another thing is, predict non-epileptic or epileptic. Do not try to hold them as a restrictive motion, because if you hold them, you could get hurt, or you can actually cause them to get hurt, because their bones and muscles are going so fast under control. If you try to hold them down and not let them move, that's actually can cause sprains, breaks, lots of different issues with it. So do not restrict the person having the seizure. Clear the area, put a pillow, or, well, if it's in public, you're not going to have a pillow, or put anything you can under their head. If you do not have anything, just use your lap or your hands, which can haunt. Can it, Gladys?
Yeah.
Yeah, she said it can haunt. Is there anything that you want to say about how my seizure was for you on yesterday? No, she says no. Okay, well,
it's normal for me.
It's just normal for Gladys. Gladys started 4 years ago now.
In February it'll be 4 years.
In February it'll be 4 years. And she's dealt with my seizures. She even knew they were non-epileptic before my mom would admit that they're non-epileptic, because she's dealt with people with them for many years. So anyhow, I hope I explained the best that I could between epileptic and non-epileptic seizures, to let both know that you are never alone. And hopefully the links below that I linked videos and information. There was a lot of information to read upon, but if you feel like reading it, or if you feel like even watching the short videos, or there actually are videos on there that can explain non-epileptic seizures.
There's one right now.
Yeah, I have that same video on.
Oh, okay.
The video that she was showing me is a person of a non-epileptic seizure. Like below, I have a person of non-epileptic seizure and a person of an epileptic seizure. You can watch those and see the difference between the two. Anyhow, this has been Rainbow Pagan, and I hope you all have a blessed day. Bye.